Hey y'all, Irix Guy here, and a lot of time has passed, and a lot of y'all have asked, hey man, what's the best drone to buy today? Obviously, there haven't been a lot of new drones released recently, but that's actually understandable, and the reason being is that, well, the drone I'm about to grab is the best drone on the market today. So this right here is the Mavic 2 Pro. If you're not already familiar with the Mavic 2 Pro, the Mavic 2 Pro has the 1-inch sensor Hasselblad camera. 1-inch sensor is, if you're not a techie kind of person, 1-inch sensor is important because basically what it means at a very high level is that a 1-inch sensor can capture better video in low light conditions. So if you're flying and filming a sunset, like I do a lot of here on Irix Guy's Adventure Channel, or if you're just filming in other situations where it may be dimly lit, having that 1-inch sensor and that f2.8 aperture is really going to make your videos look better. This drone, from a size and weight perspective, it just makes me smile every time I pick it up. And what's so great about it is that it is so small and so lightweight, and it folds. And when it's folded, I mean, it's just super tiny, and it fits in the case that I use. I didn't bring my case out to the pool with me, but you can expand this video's description and then click the link there to find the case that I use that holds my smart controller, and then also 3 batteries. So 1 battery attached to the drone, and then 2 extra batteries, and plenty of room for memory cards and cables and all of that fun stuff. So just a really, really outstanding drone. And what's so funny about this, DJI has done such a great job with the Mavic 2 Pro that they've kind of shot themselves in the foot. And, well, I mean, what do I mean by that? Well, you create something that's so good, it's so small, it's so lightweight, and it captures such amazing video quality. It's hard to trump something that you've created that is just so good. And check out my videos in this playlist. I mean, see for yourself the video quality that the Mavic 2 Pro can capture. Sunsets, daytime. Check out my video where I explain the optimal video settings that I use for Mavic 2 Pro. When this thing first came out, I was using manual focus to infinity. And that was due to the fact that when the Mavic 2 Pro first came out, the firmware wasn't as good as it is now. So when I used autofocus continuous, when the Mavic 2 Pro first came out, it wasn't optimal. It was kind of wonky. There was focus breathing, and it was a wonky look to the video. That's the best way to describe it. But with the most current firmware, as of now, September 2019, this thing is amazing. I use F4 AFC, which is autofocus continuous, for daytime filming scenarios such as this out here in the backyard. And then also for sunsets, I use f2.8 because, well, it performs better when you're using f2.8 in lower light conditions. So just a really remarkable drone. Again, there's not much more I can say except this is just, it is awesome. And I mean, the results, they speak for themselves. So, you know, if you're watching my videos, you know, you can tell me what you think, but I think you'll probably be impressed. I know that I'm impressed, and this has been a reliable drone. I know when I pull it out and get ready to fly that I shouldn't encounter any troubleshooting scenarios. I mean, DJI has done things great. They started with the Phantom line, which obviously there's a big bird that just flew by, which started it all. And Phantom was great, but Phantom was too big and Phantom was too heavy. But Phantom was the first in DJI's fleet. So, you know, it just makes sense that smaller, lighter, and more capable drones would be released. And I mean, the battery life on this thing, you know, 30 plus minutes. I mean, it never fails me. I mean, it's plenty of battery life. The batteries are small, the batteries are lightweight, and the batteries are affordable. And again, expand this video's description and click the link there to find where to order everything online. But yeah, it's just a truly remarkable drone. You know, whether you're a hobbyist, and I agree, for a hobbyist, this may be a little bit on the high end, but there are some other drone options that are lesser priced. There's even a Zoom version of this, which isn't going to provide as good a low light performance, but it provides the flexibility of zooming, and it's probably available at a lesser price point. Also, you don't have to go with the smart controller like I've got here, but once you use the smart controller and you've gotten used to not having to tether your tablet or your smartphone, it's just such a better experience. So it's one of those things, it's up to you. It's up to your passionate about drones, it's up to your budget, and maybe you're not sure if you're going to enjoy the hobby. And if that's the case, what I would recommend you do is check out my website, expand this video's description, and then click the link there and look at something more entry level. Maybe something like a Mavic Air, which is still an amazing drone, but it would at least provide someone with the opportunity to know, hey, do I like drones? Do I dislike drones? Before going all in on a more expensive drone, which is still affordable if you're very serious, such as the Mavic 2 Pro or the Mavic 2 Zoom. So yeah, just an outstanding drone, has not failed me yet. And when I say that, I mean it. Check out some of my other drone videos, especially from the past few years. You'll see some drones that I flew, and I don't want to name drop because, I hate to give certain brands a perceived bad name, and I don't want to come across as being a DJI fanboy because I've been accused of that multiple times. But I am, because it's just such a solid product. And I'm not ashamed to admit that, when a drone comes out, if it's another company, I'm always hesitant. I'm like, well, that's probably going to be on the discount shelf here in a few months, and I probably won't be able to get parts for it. With DJI, I can feel fairly confident that my investment will last a few years. And it's, that's been the case with the Mavic 2 Pro. So, I mean, it's worth it. Now, will there be something better? Without a doubt. I mean, technology is going to continue to improve. This thing may even become smaller, and we may see an even smaller and more portable Mavic 2 Pro. But this thing is so portable in its current size and weight. And what's cool is that it's still heavy enough to handle mild to, well, I wouldn't say, I wouldn't fly in strong wind, but moderate amount of wind, this thing performs really well. So it's the perfect thing. And when it lands, it's got its little landing legs here. Plenty of height. I don't know if you remember the DJI Phantom days. Maybe you're new to drones, but DJI Phantoms, they had that little cage thing, and it was always a challenge to land and not topple over. And that's why I always use prop guards with the Phantom drones, is because they were prone to topple over after landing, unless it was a perfectly flat and hard surface. So I land on boats a lot, and those are rocking because of the waves. So having something that when I land I don't feel like it's going to topple over is an advantage. So there's just so many things this has going for it. And then also the obstacle avoidance. I never trust the obstacle avoidance. I never assume that the obstacle avoidance is there to be safe and responsible. But the fact that it is there, and then it may prevent the drone from colliding with something, that enhances peace of mind. So, a good thing to have, even though I don't trust it, and I don't recommend that anyone trust obstacle avoidance. It's good to know that it's on there. So, full of tech, and didn't even mention the range on this. I mean, obviously fly line of sight to be safe and responsible, but the range on this, if the operator wasn't careful, could greatly exceed visual line of sight. I mean, this thing is incredibly, this controller, the range and everything is just incredibly awesome. So I don't know. I mean, I could go on and come across as a DJI fanboy, and I don't want to do that. So what I encourage you to do is subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/irixguy, and ring that bell icon when you do, to be notified whenever I post another video. And again, expand this video's description, and then click the link there to find where to order the Mavic 2 Pro, the Mavic 2 Zoom, Mavic Air, the case, all the accessories like I use. And be sure to check out my Mavic 2 Pro, or I think I just called it Mavic 2 video playlist, and you can check out all my Mavic 2 Pro videos and see for yourself. I mean, I'm not here to embellish anything. You can check out some other channels, and I'm not going to drop names, but you can check out some other channels, and you probably get a good feel for which ones I'm talking about. The ones where everything is doctored up, and they've got a drone video, and then their table doesn't even have a speck of dust on it. The videos that are so doctored up that you can't really believe if it's an accurate representation for how the drone should perform. But what I can assure everyone here is that what you see on my channel is the product of my own effort. So, oops, I just hit my microphone. So if you like it, that's great. If you dislike it, that's fine too. I'm just showcasing reality here. So thanks for your viewership, and again, be sure to subscribe, ring that bell icon, and check the links within this video's description for all of your drone and drone accessory needs. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, iRixGuy here. Thanks again for your viewership. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. If you're looking for Irish Guys Adventure Channel merch, like this t-shirt and a lot of other cool stuff, expand this video's description. You can find it all there. Y'all have a good day.